The most expensive handbags at today's retail price that are in my current collection. Are they worth it? Now, as you guys know, worth it is very subjective. So some of you guys are going to be like, hell no, there is no way these bags are worth these crazy prices. And they're going to be bags that I feel like are not worth it, that you might feel like are worth it. That is totally okay. That's what the comment box is for down below, so that we can discuss this and we can talk about why these bags are worth it or they're not worth it. Now, before I jump into my most expensive bag in my entire collection, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Melissa, and I have a little bit of a handbag addiction. I also really love clothing. Speaking of clothing, I just got this dress from Farm Rio. I got it on clearance. If it's still available, I'll link it down below for you guys. It's really cute. It is true to size, but I will say if you're apple shape, you might want to size up one because it has a band that's pretty tight around the waist. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, if you love handbags, fashion, makeup, vlogs, beauty, mom life, then make sure that you hit the little subscribe button down below so that you can be a little part of our growing family here. Bag number one, and the most expensive bag in my entire collection, is this little beauty right here. This is the Lady Dior. Now, I have mentioned several times on my channel that this was a dream bag for me. In fact, it's a bag that is really out of reach for my budget, but when they came out with this color, this is my favorite color. Green is my favorite color, but this specific shade of green is my favorite color. It's kind of a sagey green with a little bit more of an earthy tone. It's called ethereal green. So as soon as I saw this on the website, I had to go in store and check it out. And I literally saw it in the window as I'm walking up to Dior with my husband, and I knew right away that I was going to be purchasing it because the color for me is perfect. I used to consider getting this in another color, more so that like taupey, cool tone, beigey color that they have. If I can find a photo of it, I'll pop it on the screen for you guys because I really love that shade as well, and I feel like it would go with more of my wardrobe. But as I've had this bag now for a couple of years and I see that I don't reach for this bag very often, I have decided that I don't need another one. But would I say that this bag is worth $6,000? I have to be honest with you guys, for me personally, it is. Would I buy it again knowing what I know now? In this color, I would. But I don't think I would buy another color, and I don't really feel the need to add two unless I went for something really unique, like perhaps they have one in raffia, which I think is absolutely stunning. I could see myself rocking that quite a bit in the summer months. So I could go for something like that. But as far as another leather version, at this point in my life and where I am financially, I can't see myself spending $6,000 on another one. With me having this one. If I never had this one, I would definitely purchase one. Bag number two, the second most expensive handbag in my collection, which actually surprised the crap out of me, is going to be my Fendi Peekaboo in the small size in the Celleria. So the Celleria, to my knowledge, is the stitching and this kind of pebbled leather paired together. Now, I could be wrong about that. I've heard mixed people say different things. Some people say it's just the stitching. Some people have said it's the leather. I think it's a combination of both because most of the Fendi Peekaboos come with the smooth leather. So one thing I wanted to point out, because I didn't know this when I first purchased this bag, is that there is the Fendi ICU, which has the dividers on the side. It's more structured. It's more sharp in shape. And then there's the Fendi Peekaboo Icon, which is more round on the corners and it is a little bit more soft and slouchy. I personally don't like the Icon style at all. I don't find it attractive at all. I don't like it slouchy. I feel like this bag really stands out with the structure of the bag. So keep that in mind if you are interested in the Fendi Peekaboo. Know the difference between the ICU and the Icon so you don't accidentally make a mistake. So today's price on this bag is $5,900. Prior to purchasing this bag, I would say no, this bag is not worth that price point. Now that I own this bag in my collection, I think it is very much so worth that price point. For me personally, and in my personal opinion, I know this is going to irritate quite a few people, Fendi has the best quality leather handbag, stitching, smell, everything. Fendi is the best in my personal opinion when it comes to quality. So I definitely feel like the price point is fair for this bag. We're speaking luxury. None of these prices are fair, but you guys get what I'm saying. Now, why do I say that prior to buying this, I would say no? That's because I didn't pay full price for this bag. I only paid $3,000. I got it off of Fashion File in brand new condition for much less than retail. So do I think it's worth that price point? I absolutely do. But I would say check out the resale market first, because you can get a steal on Fendi bags and you can get them in brand new condition for much less. And who doesn't want to do that? But the price point, it's worth it, but you can get it much cheaper on Fashion File. The third most expensive handbag in my collection is this little beauty right here. This is actually the third bag that I ever purchased, third luxury bag that I ever purchased for myself. And as you can see here, I have a thing for green. I absolutely love green. And for me, these hefty price points are worth it for green. Green just brings me joy, you guys. But is this bag worth it? I paid retail for this. This bag retails for $4,900. I believe when I purchased it, it was $4,200. So clearly it was worth it for me at the time. Knowing what I know now, knowing that this bag doesn't hold quite a lot. It doesn't hold a lot at all. It holds all of your essentials, but it's not going to hold a ton. I don't reach for this bag as often as I thought I would. Other than the fact that it doesn't hold a lot, everything else is perfect about it. It's squishy, it's soft, it's lightweight, it's beautiful, it's great quality. The strap is nice and thick and comfortable. It is an adjustable strap. So everything else is perfect, but you can find this bag on the pre-loved market for less than $2,000. I'm going to have a bunch of them linked down below for you guys in case you're interested. Most of them range around $1,000 to $1,300, so definitely check them out. Knowing that, I would never pay full price for this bag again, but at the time I very much so felt like it was worth it, and I did pay full price. So I'm going to have to make this cut through I'm going to say no. No, this bag is not worth it. You can find it in excellent condition for so much less. So why would you pay full retail for this? I guess for the security factor, maybe that would be why, if you are uncomfortable buying pre-loved. But other than that, I don't see why you would pay $4,900 for this when you could get it for $3,000 less on the pre-loved market. Bag number 4 is finally not green. It is actually my second favorite color. So green is my favorite color. Purple is my second favorite color. And this bag retails for $4,400. When I originally saw this bag, I absolutely loved it, and it retailed for $3,800. I could not get myself to spend that much on this bag. I went in the store and tried it on several times. I oohed and awed over it. I watched probably every single video on YouTube about this bag, and the price just kept going up, and it never left my thoughts. It never left my brain. So of course, once it came out in this beautiful lilac color, I finally took the plunge and purchased the bag. So after 3 years of oohing and awing over this bag, how do I feel about it now that I finally purchased it? I haven't owned this bag for 3 years. I was oohing and awing over it for 3 years. I've only owned this bag since April of 2024. So I've owned it for, what is that, like 8 months at this point. It's now December. So do I love this bag? Is it worth it? I have to be honest with you guys. When I first purchased it, I felt like I made a mistake. I felt like this is why you haven't purchased this bag. This is why you've been holding off for so long. What did you do? And then I started using it, and I started learning things about it, and the bag started softening up, and it started becoming easier to use. So now I have to say, this is the best purchase of 2024. I really, really love this bag. I love that it has a back pocket for easy access. I love the fact that you can tuck this strap inside of the bag and then wear it crossbody with the new additional crossbody strap that it has. And that makes it so that it doesn't stab you up in your chest. And then you just put these up like this, and then you attach the strap to it, and then you wear it crossbody like that. I didn't know that when I first got it. I have learned how I like to put my stuff inside of this bag to make it easier to use. I just love this bag, you guys, and I think that it is definitely worth it if this is your style. Now I want to mention an honorable mention because this bag actually doesn't sell for retail anymore, but it is one of the most expensive bags that I have ever purchased, and it's a regret of mine. This color does not work for my color palette. Now it would look beautiful with what I'm wearing today, but it very seldom works with my outfits, and because of that I don't use it very much. But I did get this for my one year, not one, well, kind of 1 year. I got this for my 1,000 subscribers. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I went out and purchased this bag, which was a couple weeks before I hit 1 year. So it's kind of a 1 year anniversary on YouTube purchase and a 1,000 subscriber purchase. Now this is a really great bag. It is extremely comfortable underneath of your arm, and because of that I do like to use this bag for work. But like I said, it doesn't really go with my outfit, so I don't use it a ton when I am getting dressed up or I'm styling my handbags. This bag doesn't bring me any joy. It doesn't make me smile. It is one of those purchases, like I said, that I regret. I was impulsive. I wanted to buy something for a celebratory reason, and this is the best thing that I could find at the time. And so I paid $3,800 for this. I am selling it. If anybody is interested, let me know. I am selling it for $950. That is shipped anywhere in the US. I'm not willing to drop it any lower than that because that's almost $3,000 less than what I paid. It's a beautiful bag. It is great, like I said, underneath of your arm. I think it's a great everyday bag. If I were to get this in a different color, I think that I would use it actually a ton because of how comfortable it is and because of how much fits inside of this bag. I've actually considered dyeing it, so that might be an option. If nobody ends up buying this probably in 2025, then I'll probably dye it a nice deep chocolatey brown and see if I start to use it a little bit more. Oh, I forgot. Is this worth the price point? It's not. It's not worth $3,800. Not for me. It doesn't bring me enough joy for it to be that price point. And bag number 5, the last bag that we're going to be talking about today is the Row Margot in the size 10 in the color Jam. This bag retails for $3,650. I got it right before the price increase, so I got it at $3,400. Is this bag worth the price? I have to be very, very frank with you and very, very honest. I don't know because I've only used this bag 5 times. I haven't used it a lot. I think it would actually go really pretty with the colors that I am wearing today. But it's just one of those things that I thought I would use it a lot more. I thought I would. I really did. The color is neutral, so it can go with anything, and I truly believe that. Like I said, it goes well with the colors I'm wearing today, and this color is not in my dress. But I find that, okay, let me back up. I expected this to be an everyday bag. I expected this to be an easy bag to use, and because of these toggles here, or the buckle here, it cinches in the sides right here, which makes it not so easy to use. So I have recently been just kind of leaving them open, but I worry that that's going to affect the shape of the bag. So when I'm storing it, I close it. So when I do leave them open, it's quite a bit easier to use. But when I have it closed, it's hard to get my hand in there and get my bigger things like my phone and my pouches out of here. Now, do I need to put a pouch in here? I don't. I can just throw all of my stuff loose inside of here. But that's not my vibe. That's not what I like to do. I like to use a pouch. Unless it's a really small bag, then I'll just throw my items inside of here. So because this bag hasn't worked out the way I thought it would, I'm going to say no, it's not worth the price point. But I think that if I would have gone for a size 12 instead of a 10, then it would have been worth the price point, and I think I would have used it quite a bit more. Now, it's simple, it's classic, it's one of those styles that's going to last forever. Nobody knows it's luxury unless you are a luxury lover. It is lightweight, it is comfortable, so all the things to make it a great bag are there. I think I just should have gone for the size 12 so that the cinched in part, or the space between the 2 cinches, would have been more open, it would have been bigger, and it would have been easier. I have realized in my personal collection that a lot of my everyday bags, the bags that I use the most, are my cheaper luxury bags. Bags such as my graceful that retails for less than $2,000. All of my fancier, nicer bags, the ones that actually make my heart sing, are my most expensive bags, which doesn't make any sense, or at least not in my opinion. I feel like I should be spending more money on all of my everyday bags, the bags that I really use all the time, and get my cost per wear down on those. But that's definitely not the case for me. I spend more money on the special bags. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you spend more money on your special bags, the bags that make you excited, your dream bags, your going out bags? Or do you spend more money on your everyday bags? And what bag is worth it in your personal opinion?